Hello, Tim Jones here, and welcome to another edition of View from the Bleachers. The subject this week, America's fastest growing sport. No, not Quidditch or cheese rolling or even underwater hockey, all of which, believe it or not, are actual sports. No, I'm talking about pickleball. Now, I got sucked into this sport a couple years ago, and well, recently I signed up for my very first pickleball tournament. And prior to that, the last time I participated in a formal athletic competition of any kind, Richard Nixon was our nation's commander in chief. Now, in case you're curious what that previous sporting event was, well, it was a high school swim meet. I did the backstroke. I came in fourth, barely missing establishing a new school record for the fastest time in the 100-meter backstroke by a mere 57 seconds. That was over 50 years ago. More about my maiden voyage into the competitive world of pickleball on the other side. Welcome back. Recently, I signed up for our local pickleball association's Labor Day pickleball tournament. I decided to throw my hat into the ring, well, in part because the official promotion on the website that I read, it said that several winners would win a new car. It was only after I arrived at the tournament that on a closer reread, I discovered that I had misread the part about several players will win a new cap. Well, I started to think that maybe I might be slightly dyslexic. I'm not sure. Anywho, the entry fee was only $20, an extremely reasonable price for the opportunity to spend 3.5 hours being repeatedly reminded how much I suck at pickleball. Now, the doubles tournament format was called round robin. That means for each new game, you're paired with a different partner. And this afforded me the chance to meet lots of new people, not to mention enjoy playing 7 different matches against a wide variety of competitors who took turns demonstrating how much better they were at this sport than I was. Thanks, everybody. You guys taught me the greatest sports lesson of all: humility. Now, at first, I felt pretty good about my chances. I was returning almost every shot my opponent sent my way. But then I was informed that this was just the pregame warm-up when people were supposed to gently dink the ball back and forth over the net. And once the games officially got underway, I was caught off guard by how hard the other players routinely hit the ball at me. It was almost as if all my opponents deliberately wanted me to lose. That's not very sportsmanlike, well, if you ask me. This is a photo taken of me during one of those 7 matches that I played in this round robin doubles event. I remember that at this particular moment, I was thinking, I sure hope they serve ice cream at this event. My partner was probably thinking, how did I get paired with this loser? Now, this may come as a shock to some of my regular viewers, but as with most sports, I'm not that good at pickleball. Over the years, I've concluded that my primary role in just about any match I play in any sport is simply this: to make my opponent feel much better about their own athletic prowess. Not to brag, but I'm extremely good at it. See this guy? He cleaned my clock. He was so happy about his victory over me, he couldn't stop gloating. No need to thank me, sir. Just doing my job. So no, I didn't win the tournament. My dreams of winning a cap, much less a car, vanished quite quickly. But in my defense, the only reason I did not don the king's crown or queen's crown, just trying to avoid any accusations of being sexist, as the tournament champion at the conclusion of the event was my relative lack of speed and power and accuracy, endurance, or any semblance of a strategy. But personally, I feel I more than made up for my severe athletic deficiencies with my above average penmanship, excellent posture, and noteworthy personal hygiene. But apparently, the judges didn't take any of these into consideration in awarding the crowns. So unfair. Oh, who am I kidding? My penmanship sucks. That's not even an image of my handwriting. I just pulled it off the web. I apologize. In retrospect, I'm confident I would have fared better in the final rankings had I only remembered to stop at the bank beforehand to take out some cash to bribe the judges. I believe I could have swayed at least a couple of them to alter the results had I just slipped a couple crisp Andrew Jacksons in their pockets. Well, I am pleased to report that in this tourney, everyone was a winner. Every participant was awarded a medal. Even me. Check it out. Now, in my case, I believe mine must have been for perfect attendance because that's the only plausible explanation I can come up with for how I earned a medal. Of course, when I got home and my wife saw the medal around my neck, I may have slightly exaggerated when I told her my medal was for first place. For the first time in a long time, she was actually proud of me. So please don't tell her I lied, okay? I'd hate to disappoint her. Then, does this mean you won the new car you told me about in the brochure? She asked excitedly. I didn't have the heart to deflate her enthusiasm by explaining that I had misread the word cap as car. So I told her, yes, that's right, honey. It should arrive in 4 to 6 weeks. By then, I'm sure she will have totally forgotten about it. Problem avoided. Well, I learned several valuable lessons from my first official sports competition since I began shaving back in 1973. First, it's not just about winning, it's about showing up and participating. Second, if I ever enter another pickleball tournament, I probably should take a few lessons to improve my game. And third, I should have known better than to insult the judges by trying to pay them off with $20 bills. I'll need to step up my game and offer them a few Chris Benjamins instead. I've discovered those judges aren't cheap. Well, that's the view from the bleachers. I'm Tim Jones, and maybe I'll see you on the pickleball court sometime. And if I do, I'm pretty sure I'll lose to you. It's what I do.